The chair that dude threw looked like it was made for the chicken to sit in. That thing was tiny as hell, and I'm hoping that after this video ended, the chicken circled back around and snatched the dude's eyebrows off his face. Hi again, guys, and Twitter is a bad place to be. You know this already. Yet for a lot of people like myself, it's come to feel like home, meaning a place that I feel deeply unsafe at, but that I spend most of my time in anyways. And you know what they say, humans are adaptable, so some folks have gotten comfortable on Twitter despite everything showing them they should not. Too comfortable, even. Like these people will kick back on their timeline and spread their legs out with their whole cock hanging out. Usually that's a metaphor, but sometimes it's very literal concerning Twitter. If you know the meme page, The Funny, God knows I do, I come back to it like a loved and well-worn sweater every day, then you'll know they post some decent memes. Yeah, ones like that one. And then the replies are a war zone of people competing to share the most tumor-inducing shitpost. Some of them just have no shame about the things they watch in their free time, including myself, and that's just on the funny account. I feel like this point is better illustrated in a specific thread I found where a dude asked people to send him just the funniest stuff on their phone. And it was funny, mind you. But so many people were sending straight-up porn memes with no hesitation. Half the posts have unfiltered 240p cock and ball hanging out. It'll be some relatively innocent slapping sound at first, then smash cut to a mouth-related slapping sound. I saw an x-ray image of someone with a penis snaked all the way down their throat in the replies. It was like in this angle and you could just kind of see it rest into their gullet like that. You could practically hear the noises. I can't show you any of those, obviously, but I can show you the other out-of-pocket stuff in those replies. And dear God, there's a lot. If you enjoy this video, there will be this big card at the end that takes you to another video of people being weird on Twitter. And did you know only 18% of you are subscribed with notifications on? That makes me really sad. I'm literally crying right now. If you could subscribe and hit that bell, it would mean a lot. It takes like 2 seconds, it's free, and you can always undo it if you decide you hate me.
I wonder if I should run that. Oh no.
How do you even get in the circumstances for something like that to happen? I don't know about y'all, but I don't run into micromagnet-sized spiders very often, and I usually don't have micromagnets on me either. That dude just carried his lab equipment around with him, waiting for the perfect time to record this shitpost. Either that or he's doing illegal animal testing in a basement meth lab, making him a certified Call of Duty villain. He'd be a higher tier one with that backstory too.
I didn't use so much toilet paper. Oh my God, bro. Bro, I'm gonna throw my dog. Oh my God.
Huh, talk about shit getting knee deep. If I was the owner of that bathroom, I would just cut my losses at that point. Retool the place into a whole new service. You put a barrier up at the entrance that people have to step over, and it keeps all the water in. Put a bin with floaties by the door, and it's $5 for 30 minutes of swim time. Boom, now you got a sewer aesthetic infinity pool. It's called being an entrepreneur. This guy's doing exactly what I was just talking about. He needs to shower, so he does it where he's able. And that just happens to be on the New York subway. More than one of the videos in response to that original tweet were in the New York subway system. Honestly, a lot of the top 100 best shit posts on the internet are. Genuinely one of the most fertile places on the planet for farming short video content.
Oh, hell, goddamn, oh.
Oh my God, that dude held it together on stream way better than I would have. You could see him struggle, but he did not let out a peep at the end. Here on YouTube, I have the benefit of post-production. I may have been a terrible person and laughed at that clip the first time I saw it, but you'll never know, because I won't fucking tell you.
Funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I don't kill you. I don't kill you, your man.
Okay, question. For a person above the age of 12 and a half, what would be a bigger sin to wear? Those wraparound zip-up monstrosities or Skechers Velcro sneakers? It's a close competition, but I'm thinking the Skechers are worse, personally. The zippers can at least act like a transition item while adult Velcro users are still learning how to tie their shoes. Honorable mention for most Roblox item shop looking-ass design goes to those shoes with the individual sockets for each toe. People who wear those motherfuckers want you to know how long each of their individual dogs are, even when they're covered up. Put on socks, slut! I am absolutely mesmerized by watching the dude's shadow do the same dance as him. It didn't register that the guy dancing is making that shadow happen until their feet reconnected every time he touches the ground. I might be an idiot. The dude's somehow bouncing in both the second and third dimension. It looks like he's gonna kick his own head clean off half the time with how low to the ground he's putting his nose. Oh god, can you imagine doing all the extra setup to be that one guy who tries to kick the punching machine and then you end up sending yourself flying instead? Bro achieved liftoff and his foot still went under the punching bag. Bro might as well have pulled a Luigi side B and rocketed himself head first into it with how it ended up going.
Oh, I'm unhealthy because I'm fat?
Literally, yes. Like, yeah.
Hey, I did not laugh at this one because it's about fat people. I laughed because it was a Modern Warfare 2 joke. Not even kidding, it's like a shortcut to my pleasure center. If you include a niche reference to the campaign of that game, I will instantly become the DiCaprio pointing meme. I played that game when I was 12. This shit is now funny automatically. That's how it goes for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yo, Jeremy, check out this lighter trick.
I only use cologne sometimes, but especially when it's scentbird. But for the most part, I wash regularly, I use antiperspirants because I sweat like a pig in summer heat, and my knowledge of how to not smell like shit ends there. Legit, for me, the big bottles of spray would be more useful for dumping on my body before lighting myself on fire for the sake of some nameless protest. It would practically just be designer brand gasoline. I gotta include a jump scare every couple videos just to keep you guys on your toes. I'm just training your reflexes. Can you imagine if I hadn't stopped the video there? You would have gotten hurt. I'm not always gonna be there to tell my editor to cut the clip off. You've gotta train your senses, man. Become an even more anxious mess than the average Kwite viewer already is, so you're prepared next time.
4 fucking seconds! It took you 4 fucking seconds to piss me off again! God damn it, I'm leaving. No, I can't handle this anymore. I swear to God, you guys are so unfunny.
Legit, the first time I saw this clip, I thought it was that kid lip-syncing to some shit XQC said on stream or whatever. The inflection sounded exactly the same in my head for like the first 5 seconds of it. It didn't help that he was physically emoting with every syllable like those cartoon cosplayers on TikTok. Dude had a Friday Night Funkin' Idol animation. I could see the arrows flying over his head as he full clears the song.
Hey, Quan Dale Dingle here. I just escaped prison. I am staying at my friend Quan Dale Pringle's house.
This shit will probably be the foundation for baby sensory videos in 20 years. If you think about it, that's basically what they are for us already. A bunch of high-speed, nonsense noises and visuals that we go hee and point at. When people our age are parents and scrambling over what the fuck to do with the new mounds of flesh we brought into this world before planning beforehand, we'll be like, fuck, what distracted me at that age? And then we'll pull up unusual memes compilation number 768 to keep them occupied.
Do you support Lebron giving back to communities? I mean, yeah, I do. That's what you're supposed to do when you get that fame. Like, if I were that fame, had that much money, I'd give back to my community too. So shit, now I don't see shit wrong with it for real. The longer he got down doing like every so.
You know, I think you made a good point. LeBron seems like a good dude that's just trying to give back to his community. And I think I'm gonna end this video on that positive note. Just something somehow less shameful than everything we just looked at. That card I mentioned should be on screen now, and if you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Otherwise, I'll leave a smelly surprise on your bed sheets tonight. Don't go after anyone I talked about in this video because that's cringe. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and please get out of my house.